Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. I don't even know if I can still say good morning. I'm not even sure what time it is. It's afternoon. So, hey, everyone, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful start to their Saturday. I kind of woke up a little bit later. I'm still trying to fight this cold. I'm very congested here. I'm pretty sure I have an ear infection. I just haven't went to the doctor yet, which is very unlike me, but it's not hurting anymore. Like it was hurting. It was hurting Thanksgiving Day and yesterday a little bit. Today, it just kind of feels like pressure. I probably should go to the doctor. So, y'all just pray for me. But anyway, I'm having a wonderful Saturday. I'm still enjoying my time with my family, which was so well needed. Sometimes, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you need to pull away from everything and everyone else and spend time with people that really, really know you in order to get your mind and your life just together. Like, I don't know. That, at least for me, I don't know. But if that's not you, but you're still hanging around your family and friends, hope you're having a wonderful time. Anyway, let's get right into today's goal. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. The goal for today is to be engaged, okay? Be engaged. And what does it mean to be engaged? It means that you are involved with something or someone, or you're committed to that person or that thing. Or honestly, one of the definitions was to be busy or occupied, which I was like, I don't really know. I mean, obviously obviously that is the definition, but I was like, I don't really know like how to explain that. But I feel like if you're taking it in, if you're putting it in terms of like an engagement, like between two people, when they're engaged, if I'm engaged with someone, then that means that I am not busy, but I am occupied in the sense that no one else can also, I can't be engaged with two people, engaged to two people at the same time. So with that in mind, when we're thinking about being engaged with something or someone, we honestly want to figure out what our commitments are. And I think last week or a couple weeks ago, one of our goals was committed. And it goes honestly right back to that. We want to think about what our commitments are and what we have occupied ourselves, our time, our energy, our space, what we have occupied that with. And is it constructive? Number one, is it helping us grow and develop? And is it also pushing us towards accomplishing our goals and achieving our successes and making sure that we are still in line with the purpose that God has set aside for us? If it is not, then you immediately need to break off that engagement, period. And that's with a person. That could be with a person, which that could be hard. So y'all pray about that. So that could be with a person, or that could be with a situation or a thing like a job, something that you've committed yourself to that you shouldn't be committed to. So if that is so, if it's not lining up with the direction that God is pushing our lives towards, then you need to break off that engagement immediately. Why? Because we don't want to have any unhealthy soul ties. And I think I'm pretty sure a couple months ago I talked about soul ties and how it's very, there could be healthy soul ties and unhealthy soul ties. And the things we want to make sure that we are breaking off any unhealthy soul ties, anything that is causing our lives to go into a negative direction, causing us to think negatively, causing us to act negatively, anything that is pulling us into the direction that is opposite of where God is trying to have us go. Those are unhealthy soul ties. And mainly when you hear about unhealthy soul ties, they're to people, but you can also have an unhealthy soul tie to a thing or to an event or to an action. So if you are a gossiper or you're a liar or you are addicted to something that you shouldn't be addicted to, those are unhealthy soul ties. Just as if you could be, have an unhealthy soul tie with a person. And we are breaking off those engagements today, people. We are only being engaged. We only want our lives, our souls, our spirits, everything. We only want to be engaged or committed or occupied with the things that God has set aside for us. Because those are good things. And it may seem like, because sometimes, like I've gone through this too, sometimes I've had to cut people off that it's just like I've had to go back and ask God several times, like, God, are you sure I'm not supposed to be in a relationship with this person? Or are you sure I'm not supposed to have a friendship with this person? Or even things like, are you sure I'm not supposed to be at this job? Are you sure I'm not supposed to be at this place at this specific time. And he's like, sis, no, I already told you, leave. And there's been some areas where I've picked up my bags and walked away, but there's been some times where I've been very hard-headed and very disobedient, and I've stayed. And honestly, when you look back, or when I look back on it, it's like, girl, if you would have just left when he told you to leave, you would have avoided so many different things. So today, we are occupying ourselves. We are being engaged. We're being committed to the things that God has called us to the things that God has set us up for, the things that God has set aside for us to be committed to. Because those things, regardless of whether it looks like it's going to be good, God would never do anything for you, or he would never want you to occupy your time, want you to be committed to or involved with or engaged to something or someone that is going to be negative for you in the end. So pray about it, see the direction that God is having you to go, and honestly, pack up them bags and go. And if it's anything that you have to, be, like break off your engagement to, break it off, because we do not want we don't want ties to anything that's unhealthy. People, places, things, actions, all of that. We're breaking it off today. So yes, that is the goal for today, is to be engaged. And hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the Saturday and a blessed Sunday. And I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Bye.